Call halal, Yahweh Hashem Yashai Bashum Chakdash, double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, as well as honor to the men under the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect and those who hope to be of that number. This is from the WhiteHouse.gov website. Briefing room. Remarks by President Biden on the C response and the state of pharmacare injections. April 21st, 2021. Speeches and remarks. South Court Auditorium, 1:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The President, Joe Biden speaking, of course. Good afternoon, everyone. Back in December 2020, I set a goal of administering 100 million shots, pharmacare shots, in my first 100 days in office. At the time, some told us that it couldn't be done. It was awfully ambitious. But we did it in 58 days because of the incredible staff I have. And so I set a second goal to deliver 200 million shots in my first 100 days in office. A goal unmatched in the world or in previous mass jabbing efforts in American history. When tomorrow's injection numbers come out, it will show that today we did it. Today we hit 200 million shots on the 92nd day up in office. 200 million shots in 100 days. In 100 days. It's like in under 100 days actually. It's an incredible achievement for the nation. And here's the context. You know, at the pace we were moving when I took office, it would have taken us more than 220 days. Almost 7 months. 7.5 months. To reach 200 million shots. Instead of marking this milestone in April 2020, we would not have seen it until early September 2021. Sakya. Instead of marking this milestone in April, we would not have seen it until early September at the earliest. Some experts say that the rapid injection effort has already saved tens of thousands of American lives. We'll never know exactly, but we know it saved lives that would have otherwise been lost. I'm proud of the work my administration has done to get Americans jabbed the fuck up. But more than that, I'm proud of the American people, the volunteers who showed up to stop pharmacare sites in their neighborhoods, drove senior citizens to get their shots. FEMA, the military, the National Guard, state and local health departments and providers running sites safely and efficiently. Retired healthcare workers coming back to give life and shots to people in their communities. This is an American achievement, a powerful demonstration of unity and resolve. What unity will do for us, and a reminder of what we can accomplish when we pull together as one people to a common goal. That common goal is wicked. Now that we've reached this milestone, we're entering a new phase of our jabbing effort. As of Monday, at my direction, with the support of 50 governors, Democrats and Republicans alike, the two horns that speak as alarm, everyone over the age of 16 is now eligible to get jabbed up. The first 3 months of our jab program focused on targeting jabs to specific high-risk groups. Now our objective is to reach everyone over 16 in America, wherever you live, whatever your circumstances. If you're 16 plus, you are now eligible for a free pharmacare shot, and we have the pharmacare to deliver. We head into this next phase. It's important for us to look at where we stand. After 3 months of targeting jabs, largely to healthcare workers, frontline workers, and people with high-risk conditions, nursing home residents and seniors, the progress we've made has been stunning. Let me point out a few achievements. First, as of this past Sunday, more than 50% of adult Americans have taken at least one injection shot. We still have a long way to go, but that's an important marker of progress. To debunk this. When it comes to our target groups, the largest we focused on in the past 92 days have been seniors, Americans 65, age 65, Americans age 65 and older. They account for 80% of all crown deaths before we started pharmakeing. When I took office, 8% of the people over 65 had got their first shot. I'm pleased to announce that by tomorrow that toll will exceed 8% of the people over the age of 65. 80% of American seniors of all races, religions, political views will have at least one shot. It will be another month or so before we see the full benefits of this effort, as many seniors still need the second shot, plus 2 weeks to gain that protection after the second shot. But already we've seen a dramatic decline in deaths among the people over the age of 65. An 80% reduction in deaths of people over the age of 65. Still, far too many lives lost, but also a lot of lives saved. In the weeks ahead, as more seniors reach full jabbed up, their number of lives lost will continue to decrease. You know, we made great progress with another target group as well. Educators, school staff, bus drivers, and childcare workers. Back in February 2021, when many of our schools were fully or partially closed, the CDC issued guidelines to help reopen our schools safely. Then in March 2021, Congress approved the American Rescue Plan to fund the safe reopening of our American schools. One thing was clear: my dementia is there. Many educators were understandably anxious about going back to the classroom without being back. And pharmakeered. And many parents were understandably nervous about sending the cattle back as well. So on March the 2nd, I launched a program directing all states to make educators, school staff, school bus drivers, childcare workers eligible for pharmacy in every state, so that schools and childcare centers could open with a peace of mind. Within a month, 80% had received at least one shot, and schools and childcare centers all over the country, all over Babylon, are reopening. Now, to be clear, we still have some work to do with our target groups. We made a lot of progress so far. As we continue, as Joe Biden said, the time is now to open a new phase of this historic ejection effort. To put it simply, if you've been waiting for your turn, wait no longer. Now is the time for everyone 16 plus to get jabbed up with this life-saving, supposedly, drug. Unlike the target groups where we made great progress, the broad swath of American adults still remain largely unjabbed. In a number of states, they weren't eligible for the pharmacy until this week. Too many younger Americans may still think they don't need to get jabbed. So, let me BS more. The jab is free, it's convenient, and it's increasingly available. But I know that isn't enough. As we move into the jab campaign focused on working age adults, one concern I've heard from so many Americans is that they can't afford to take the time off to get jabbed or lose a day's work because they are feeling slightly under the weather after their shot. So today I'm announcing a program to address that issue nationwide. I'm calling on every employer, large and small, in every state to give employees the time off they need with pay to get jabbed, and any time they need with pay to recover if they are feeling under the weather at the shop, which most likely, more often than not, they will. No working American should lose a single dollar from their paycheck because they chose to fulfill their patriotic duty of getting jabbed up. It's patriotic to get jabbed up in your country. America is your country. Why don't you do anything for America? God bless America. This is Joe Biden speaking. Patty Young is a sheep. She's also dedicated to get her customers and employees jabbed. But when they leave the salon, the receptionist helps you sign you or your family up to get a crown jab and where to get it. They've scheduled more than 200 shots so far. She's a good sheep. Businesses and employees like Patty should be supported for doing the wrong thing. So again, every employee should get paid leave to get a shot. And businesses should know that they can provide it without a hit to their bottom line. There's no excuse for not getting it done. We will force this on everyone. Military's on standby. May God protect our troops. May God bless you all. Thank you, thank you. I can't answer any more questions. Kamala, take over for me. So that's my shitty impression of Joe Biden. It's lucky for the shittiness you have to hit. Then I'm gonna get 1 Corinthians 6:3. 1 Corinthians 3:16-17. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you? If any man defile the temple of the Most High, him shall the Most High destroy. For the temple of the Most High is holy, which ye are. Well, the temple of the Most High. When you see the word for destroy and defile in 1 Corinthians 3:17, it's the same word. It's thyro. Can you see? Defile, thyro, G5351, thyro. Destroy, G5351. Same Greek word.
Strong's G5351. Thyro. Thyro.
Thyro. The root probably strengthened from thyo. Thyo means to pine or waste. Yeah, it pines or wastes your body. It weakens your body. It spoils by any process. Spoils the processes that your body undergoes. The process, then your natural processes, your natural bodily processes. Corrupt, self-defile, destroy, ruin, to spoil by any process, pine away, to corrupt, to destroy. If you corrupt, destroy, pine away your body, spoil your body, him shall God destroy, for we're the temple of the Most High. 1 Corinthians 6. We can't do whatever we want with these bodies. One thing we can't do is defile a temple. And this lifesaver is the defilement of our temple. They're calling it lifesaver. You know what I'm talking about. The death-inducing medical device. 1 Corinthians 6:19-20. What? Know ye not that your temple is the temple of the Holy Spirit, which is in you, which ye have of the Most High, and ye are not your own? For you are bought with a price. Therefore glorify the Most High in your body and your spirit, which are the Most High's. Okay, we have these bodies on loan from the Most High. We can't do whatever we want with them. We're to do the things that please Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. Okay, and we're bought with the price. That price being Yahushua's sacrifice on the cross. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there. I just showed you just one or two scriptures to show you that this goes against the scriptures. Taking this thing is unbiblical. I'm gonna leave it there. Hopefully this video was edifying. Until next time, Shalom.